The Hockey Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog has got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code HGP. Hello and welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Gilbert. Joining me, as always, is my co-host, Joel Meyer. How are you doing today, Joel?
Happy Halloween, everybody. It's a pretty dismal day here. Darkness has come early, fittingly for the day. And the darkness has come for the Dodgers as well. Two straight easy wins for the Jays. I ended up cheering against the Dodgers towards the end to preserve that under, but it's no good. I do not want to see Toronto win anything. So hopefully Jan Moda can do his thing tonight and get the job done and at least force a game 7. That's where I'm at. Hockey's going well. How are you doing?
Yeah, no, I'm doing good as well. Yeah, Yamamoto's tonight. Back-to-back complete games for him. Take his outs over. Take his K's over. He should get the job done there. But does a part of you at least like the thought of Toronto winning a World Series again before the Stanley Cup? Do you take some can you at least laugh at that a little bit?
Yeah, I guess that's a silver lining. Because it's like once the Jays win the World Series, if they win the World Series, then all the Leafs fans have to go back to watching their shitty team and being miserable again. This is their one outlet, and it'll just make them more miserable because they're like, why the hell am I following this team when I just watched this great baseball team win everything? So same thing with the Raptors, similar, but I don't like seeing them achieve anything, but that would be the silver lining.
Yeah, it would be. Shout out Smitty in the chat. Miller High Life, of course. Champagne of beers. I couldn't get the bottles, got the cans, but still a solid beverage there. Join us here in the chat on YouTube. Hockey Gambling Podcast. Subscribe, ring that bell so you know when we are going live. While you're at it, leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe there as well as Spotify, of course, or wherever you listen to your podcast. Get in the Discord as well. Just search for the Sports Gambling Podcast Network Discord in the hockey channel. I usually put in there when we are going live the day of. It was a good night of hockey last night for myself. Big Flyers win at home. That was a enjoyable time down there at the
Xfinity.
arena.
Chris called it.
Well, I didn't hear that. No, but I guess that's what we call it. The Wells Fargo Center. I called it the Farg. I love the Farg. I coined that. It caught on. And so I'm still calling it the Farg. People are like, oh, the Xbox, the X Center. It's like we gotta figure something out for it. Something out. But
apparently Zigger's like, yeah, it's just an honor to play at the Xfinity, which sounds awkward as hell.
Zegras has been on fire. Him and Dan Vladar won the game last night.
Call whatever he wants, I guess.
Yeah, so as long as he's scoring goals, putting up assists, I'm all for that there. Let's get into the puck bucks here from last night. We were talking about it a little bit before the show. Just a fantastic start to the season on the puck bucks for both of us. I'm actually back up positively for Thursday. I went 8-1, up 149.79. You went 7-5, up 57.45 puck bucks. We got some hate on the puck bucks in the comments last one.
What?
We understand. We understand calling it puck bucks is stupid. That's a part of the joke. It's just our currency we use to track our bets.
I was the first one to hate on the name.
Oh, yeah. We can hate on the name. You guys can't hate on the name though. No, we can hate on it. You guys got to live with it. But now for the season, Joel is 72-51, up 412. I'm also back in the black, 52-46, up 100 puck bucks there. So
big day. Also, this was the day you should have been doing your round robin of overtimes. Most of the games went to overtime.
Yeah, a lot of overtime. I did consider it as well. 6 of 11 games went to overtime. That would have been quite a good payoff there. Oh, Archie here is in the chat. Not sure why he's not he's not joining us here, but he said he went 3-1 on. I'm not sure if those were his puck plays or his plays there, but
I know he went with the Slim Jim, which definitely did not win. No, I don't think he's fitting that.
Definitely not there. But yeah, going through the bets there. Flyers. You took the Preds. The Flyers. Maybe. I mean, Preds outshot him 33-18. Like first period was all Nashville. Yeah. Sean Couturier got hurt in the first period, and the Flyers dressed Nick Delorier for some reason, so they were essentially at 10 forwards for most of the game. So that was rough there. Tampa Bay got the win there over the Stars, 2-1 in overtime, a low-scoring game as I predicted as well. Got the under there. Buffalo, Boston, we were both on the over, 4-3 in overtime. Islanders, Carolina, Isles overs continue to cash. Matt Barzal scratched for missing a team meeting or something. Easy win there for the Canes, 6-2. Pittsburgh, Minnesota, that was my only loss. I guess that's what I get for thinking that the Wild can score a few goals in a game. Pittsburgh got there 4, needed Wild to get 3. They couldn't. Vancouver, St. Louis was a 5.5, and that got to 4-3 in a shootout as well. Devils, Sharks. Sharks are swimming. They're swimming right now. Big 5-2 win. Then the Red Wings. I was kind of following that late as I was falling asleep. Kings big comeback in the third. Looks like Kevin Fiala wins it, or Kempe or Fiala, one of those guys wins it in the overtime. But goal interference, and the Red Wings win it in the shootout. The Lewinsky special there.
Look at this guy. He goes 8-1. He spends the most time looking at the record of the past day.
I got it. Yeah.
Might as well bask in the glory while you can. Yeah, I don't have too much to add. The St. Louis bet, that one should have won. I thought you bet that as well, but I guess not. St. Louis were all over Vancouver. Shots were like 36-18, something like that. Blues double their shots, and fucking Braden Shen can't even take a shootout properly. He did you see the highlights?
I did.
Drop the puck into the corner. Couldn't even take a shot. Ridiculous. I also bet the Oilers, not on this spreadsheet, but the line came down, so I added them, and they should have won as well. But fucking Evan Bouchard continues to toss pucks up the ice in the middle of nowhere, and JT Miller got the shootout winner, or no, it was overtime winner. Again, Bouchard on the ice, I believe. So yeah, good day. The Devils Sharks over 6.5 was a good one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much more to say. A lot of overtime games, like I said. But yeah, Minnesota, I want to say they're unbettable, but I did bet them tomorrow, as we'll get into. But even that Blackhawks, that was they lost to the Jets, but they're pretty in that one. But yeah, all good. Good day. We march on.
It's funny you bring up the Wild being unbettable, and I saw Austin mentioning in the chat that his Blues are unbettable ban list. I was thinking about this earlier today, like an hour ago. Like we all go through times where we're saying like, oh, we can't bet this team, they're on a ban list, they screwed us. But like there that shouldn't be a thing. Like if there's always going to be a situation where you bet on a team, as you mentioned there when we get into our Wild game for the.
That's oftentimes you have to bet on them because they're the greasy bets that nobody wants to bet, so you'll get a bit more value out of it. Blues, desperate team. I don't know if they're playing tomorrow, but let's get into it.
Yeah, all right, let's get into this big 13 game slate for Saturday, November 1st. We're into November. Kick things off here at 1 p.m. Seems the Boston Bruins, when they're home on Saturday, it's usually 1 p.m. I got the Carolina Hurricanes -192 at those Boston Bruins +160. Over 6.5 -108, under 6.5 -112. I'm kind of thinking. So here's the thing. I think the Bruins are a sneaky dog here, but I was able to get the Hurricanes at -150 earlier, which does nothing for this -192 bet. But at this price, I think the Bruins are sneaky dogs. Hurricanes, Jacob Slavin. People are finally realizing how important he is. Don't really think the Islanders are an impressive win, and Boston at home. 2 straight back-to-back wins, 3 straight wins at home, including over the Avalanche. Got outplayed in all 3 of those games, though, it looks like. But Bruins 5-3 at home. I just think you can't bet the Canes here -192. That's too high. Maybe look for I want to say sneaky under, a sleepy afternoon game, but both of these teams have been going over recently. So at these prices, I would only take the Bruins and the over, but I'm going to be a pass game here for the Puck Bucks.
I agree with both those, but it's not a pass game for me. Bruins typically play well in these spots. They're used to the waking up early on these Saturdays. And I don't like going over on these matinee games, especially on a Saturday where they typically do go under. But given the way both teams have played so far, very much over teams, I got to stick with that. Overriding the matinee under spot. So give me the Bruins 15 bucks and give me the over 6.5 -108 20 bucks there. I think the Bruins just they can't play defense anymore. And Morgan Geekie, I don't know, I think he scored last game.
He did. I saw that he scored. Yeah.
So he's Kiefer Sherwood. Him and Kiefer Sherwood just absolutely rolling so far. Kiefer Sherwood somehow is at top of the NHL goal leaders right now, right beside Nathan McKinnon, Jack Eichel. I don't know if he just scored today, but Kiefer Sherwood is a hell of a story out in Vancouver because nobody else is healthy. Everybody's in the hospital, and Kiefer Sherwood's got to do it all.
Yeah, for the Bruins, you have to point out Elias Lindholm is out for several weeks, have an MRI today, and interestingly, Korpisalo started the last two games, so maybe we see Swayman resetting a bit with a few days off, but interesting choice there by who's their coach? Sturm now? Sturm up there? All right, down to 3 p.m. here. Got the Pittsburgh Penguins plus 154 at the Winnipeg Jets minus 185. Under 6.5 minus 122. Over 6.5 plus 102. Joel, back to you.
Yeah, same logic as the last game with the Penguins beating the Wild. We just got to keep riding these Pens. Kenny Malkin seems like he's 24 again. Even Erik Karlsson is playing a lot better. Crosby's still doing his thing. Obviously lost Raquel for a while, but Penguins are hot, and we're going to keep riding these big dog numbers here. I know we haven't had a lot of success fading the Jets, but we'll take another shot here with the Pens at plus 154. Give me 15 bucks on that. And Hellebuck is actually playing pretty well this season again. So I'm a little wary of the over in a Jets game. So we'll stick with the Pens, even though they're probably correlated Pens in the over. I think if they do win it, it's probably a shootout.
Yeah, I'm taking the Penguins there as well, but for 20 bucks at plus 154, it's gonna continue to fade the Jets. It's gonna come back to us. They're still at 40.8 expected goal share at 5-on-5. They're 8-3 though somehow there. Pittsburgh, middle of the pack, 49.04%. But even looking at the Jets like recent wins, Chicago, Penguins are better than them. At Minnesota, that was overtime. Pittsburgh's better. Flames, the last two games, two of their last wins were against the Flames. I think Pittsburgh, keep riding them while you can. Keep riding them while they're healthy and still feeling good. Pens plus 154 for 20 bucks. As for the total, I would look to the over. That's the only possible way, but I don't know if I could take an over against Hellebuck there.
Pens actually remind me of the Capitals a couple of years ago, where Spencer Carberry comes in, new coach, gets the old guys going. Youngsters coming up. They made some good acquisitions in the trade and the free agency, and they snuck into the playoffs. So you never know. If the Penguins keep moving like this, they've already built up a pretty solid cushion. And considering the weakness of the East, there's certainly a path for them to make the playoffs. If Dan Muse gets these boys going. Shout out to Dilly, 40-1 for Dan Muse, Jack Adams. That's certainly alive if the Pens are in the playoff mix.
What was that? Did he bet that legally or through the WARG?
He asked me first. I'm like, fuck that, man. This guy actually has a shot of winning, but I think he used somebody else's account to get down.
I mean, Penguins. Yeah, the Metropolitan's so bad that one of these teams besides the Devils and Hurricanes going to sneak in. Might as well be the Penguins. All right, down to 3:30 here. Got the Calgary Flames plus 114 at the Nashville Predators minus 135. Over 5.5 minus 130. Under 5.5 at plus 110. Joel, back to you.
Yeah, it's tough betting the Preds. Like you said, I didn't. The Preds apparently were the better team in Philadelphia. At least they outshot them. Mm-hmm. I didn't watch a second of that one. Predators hockey is pretty unwatchable. Same with the Flames, but somehow their games keep going over, even though they have no offense and they're supposed to have a good goalie. But this one just screams under to me. So that's the way I'm going. I don't see a lot of offense on either side, and we should have some good goaltending. Yossi is still out, right?
Yeah, Yossi's out for a few weeks, I think.
Yeah. So I would still take the Predators minus 35. They are the slightly better team, and at home they should be okay. But I'll just take the under 5.5 at plus 110. Just 15 bucks on this one.
Calgary, Nashville under, is that 5.5 or 5.5? Yeah. All right, yeah, the under is probably the way I would go on the total, but both teams are allowing more goals than they should be in the early going. Flames have gone over a bunch, but I do like the Preds here. Preds at minus 135. Going to put 27 bucks on them. Yeah, they doubled the Flyers in expected goals at 5-on-5, around 3 to 1.5. Coming back home to play a team that they're better than. They lost at home to Tampa Bay and Dallas earlier this week, but beat the Kings, beat the Canucks, lost to the Ducks on the kind of a Malinsky special there a little bit, but yeah, Flames got a rare win against the Rangers there, 5-1 at home, but 5-1 on the road to begin this season. We know Dustin Wolf was much better at home last year. So yeah, I think the Preds, after getting an undeserved loss in Philly for a 1-game trip there, come back home and get the win at minus 135 for 27 bucks. All right, we are brought to you by mybookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on football and everything else. Their prop builder is second to none. Their motto is bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. Easy deposit and lightning fast payouts using crypto. Head to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN for a 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. That's mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. And of course, we are brought to you by Novig, America's #1 prediction market. At Novig, you're getting the best prices. You get reduced juice on everything. It's available in 35 plus states. So download the Novig app now and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. Right down here at 4 p.m., we got the Colorado Avalanche minus 218 at the San Jose Sharks plus 180. Over 6.5 minus 108, under 6.5 minus 112. Joel, right back to you for your Avs and kind of your Sharks here. I feel like you're kind of a Sharks fan.
I don't know about that, but I love Macklin Celebrini, Vancouver guy, and I love betting their overs, and that's right where we're going again. It should be Blackwood, though, with that. I think that he's healthy again, good to go to face his old team in San Jose, so a bit of a wrench spot. What's going on in Vegas? Is the game over yet?
Game's over. Colorado won 4-2, so did not quite get to the over there.
All right, good win for the Avs. Still solidifying our position at the top of the division, which is good. Yeah, it's a tough spot here for the Avs coming back from Vegas after a big win over one of the best teams in their conference. So yeah, Sharks are they got some spunk. Even that game that they lost to the Kings in regulation, they certainly deserved at least a point. Celebrini is playing on fire, playing right into the Team Canada for the Olympics in February. I do want to see him there. Yeah, it's 25 bucks on the over 6.5. It's just a Sharks game, Avalanche off the game in Vegas. But they still should have some firepower. They have 4 power play goals against the Devils the other day after a pretty sleepy start for their power play. So they should be alive again in San Jose. So I'd love the over and give me just 10 bucks on the Sharks here because they do have some bite to them. Oh, look at this. We got a tennis question. We got FAA or Bublik. You know what? I don't follow tennis until the Australian Open. So come back at me in January, Kevin Nick.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree with Eric on the over. I have 22 bucks on that at minus 108. Another game where it shows that it pays to bet early. I got plus 108 earlier today on them on the over, I should say. Yeah, it's a Sharks game. Like you said, they always go over 8-3 to the over this season. Avalanche have played enough over games as well here. So yeah, love the over here, over 6.5 minus 108. And I would take the Sharks. I would take the Sharks. got their first home win last night against the Devils. Colorado is on a back-to-back. Went 8-3-1 on no days rest last season, though, so they're a team that can get right back up, especially against a team like the Sharks. So just taking the over here, over 6.5 at -108. And of course, we have Archie here in the chat saying he loves the Olympics angle for Celebrini there. So right down to
he won't like it when Celebrini is bearing down on Connor Hellebuyck and scoring in the gold medal game. I'll tell you that.
That's true. Oh, you think Hellebuyck's going to still hold the net for gold medal game? It's not going to be Otter.
Is
Hellebuyck even going to make the team? Hellebuyck hasn't been named yet.
Well, he's going to make the team. He's just,
I know.
They're just scared of his playoff performances. He doesn't have big game pedigree. So yeah, that's something to follow. But I think that he'll get the round robin starts at least, and if he plays well there, he'll get the knockout starts.
Yeah. All right, down here at 6 p.m. got the Dallas Stars +110 at the Florida Panthers -130. Over 5.5 is at -130. Under 5.5 is at +110. And that's the way I'm going right here. Under 5.5 +110 for 20 puck bucks. Kind of surprised, the over is juiced here. I guess maybe it should be a 6 or a 6.5, but Dallas cannot score, have not scored more than 3 goals in any of their last 8 games. Only did that twice. They scored 1 goal in 4 of their past 7 games, including 2 straight. And Florida doesn't exactly have a ton of offense either. 3 goals or fewer in 7 of their last 8, 2 against the Ducks, 3 against the Penguins here. So I think you see Ottinger kind of settling in. You see Bobrovsky settling in, and going to under 5.5 here at +110 for 20 puck bucks. As for a side, can't really get a good read on either of these teams yet. Dallas is without Rupe Hintz and Matt Duchene still. Panthers had a few days off after Marchand went up and coached his buddy's team there. So, I would probably just look to the Stars as dogs here, but not a strong play there. Just taking the over or under at +110.
What an absolute beauty that guy is, going up there and taking care of his old coach's team after his daughter died. Great stuff, and he deserves the little break here and there. And he's kind of a mastermind because he's just setting up. He's going to be in Florida for a long time. He's got 6 years on his current contract. So he's like, I'm not playing every fucking game for all this time, so I'll take some time off here and there. So what a beauty. Anyway, this game, I'm with you on the under 5.5. Ottinger is playing out of his mind right now, and the Stars defensively they're great, but they can't buy a goal currently. I watched a lot of the game against the Lightning. Go Bolts. For a side, both teams pretty banged up, as you mentioned. I think it's pretty fairly lined, but 15 puck bucks on the under 5.5 here.
All right, going down here to 7 p.m. Got the Toronto Maple Leafs -130 at my Philadelphia Flyers +110. Under 6.5 -122. Over 6.5 +102. This is normally a spot where I would love the Flyers as home dogs +110 against the scuffling Leafs. Leafs 0-3 on the road. Just lost 6-3 in Columbus, lost 5-3 in Buffalo. But as I mentioned before, Sean Couturier, Flyers captain, first line center, is probably going to miss tomorrow's game. It looks like he has probably like an elbow bone bruise based on the video. They haven't released anything yet. And not sure how they're going to shuffle around the lineup. I did see the Leafs are putting Nylander, Matthews, and maybe Nyes on the top line together for tomorrow. So as long as the Flyers can shut down that line, should be able to get the best of them. The rest of the lineup there. I'm going to take the Flyers. I have to +110. I'll throw 20 puck bucks on that. And this is an interesting total game because the Flyers are a very low scoring team. I think they still have the best expected goals against per 60. No, they have the 5th best, but and also the 6th lowest expected goals for per 60. So a lot of low event hockey there. Leafs have gone over in 9 of 11 games there. Not sure who's starting for the Flyers because Sam Ersson is also on IR, so could be Alexei Kolosov. So give me the over here as well, over 6.5 +102 for 20, and that's what I got.
Isn't Vladar in Philly?
Vladar's in Philly, so he probably should start tomorrow, but it's a back-to-back, and they play the Flames on Sunday. so I imagine he wants that game, but we'll see what they end up doing.
Darth Ladar returns to Calgary. I guess it'll be in Philly, but anyway.
Well, yeah.
What?
Stolar's revenge game too, coming home to Philly.
He used to play there. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Stoli the goalie. It's where he. I think we drafted him, and then we just didn't wait long enough for him to develop.
And of course, Florida scooped him up.
Yeah.
Stoli the goalie has not been playing like Stoli the goalie so far this year. He's taken on a bit of a workload with Joseph Wolf still being out, and Caden Premio is not an option as we saw in Columbus, just giving up weak goals left, right, and center. The Leafs have been fine defensively, but they have nothing going offensively. So that the fact that they're in these over games is pretty wild, especially considering Matthews still has only one goal 5-on-5. It's their goaltending that's really let them down, in addition to their offense. And who knows what's going to happen? They'll be watching the Blue Jays late tonight. If they win, they'll be having some pops. That could be an angle, but I haven't bet the side. And you know what? I haven't bet the total either. This one is if anything, I would take the Flyers because they have been playing well, and the Leafs you can't trust them. Certainly not on the road right now as favorites. Historically the Leafs do really well in November, but they've been carried by elite goaltending in those spans. Plus, Mitch Marner now, and the lines are all jumbled up, and William Nylander's hurt, banged up at least. I don't know. He'll probably play, but he's certainly nursing something. Chris Tanev should be back for this one at least. But it's Flyers, nothing for me. But no puck bucks.
Yeah, good call bringing up that Nylander thing, because they're managing whatever injury he has, and he's just game time decision like every game. All right, down to 7:00 again. Got the St. Louis Blues plus 110 at the Columbus Blue Jackets minus 130, under 6.5 minus 115, over 6.5 minus 105. Are you going to be jacking or just having the Blues tomorrow, Joel?
I think I'll be jacking it. Minus 130, I think, is a decent price. The Blue Jackets, they had a tough start to the year, but their underlying numbers are pretty good. Expected goals for very high in terms of one of these middling playoff bubble teams. And the Blues, on the other hand, their 5-5 numbers have gone off the cliff after excelling in those metrics in the last half of last year under Jim Montgomery. So I expected better from the Blues so far. They impressed me against Vancouver, but Vancouver is without half the team, including the best players in Quinn Hughes and Connor Garland. You can't read too much into that. So give me the Blue Jackets minus 130. Haven't they struggled a lot at home for some reason? Or is it the road?
They're 2-3. They're 4-1 on the road, but they did just beat the Leafs at home.
Right. Yeah, I'm fine with the Jackets here. A couple days off in between this game and the Leafs game. They played the Sabres on Thursday as well, right?
Oh, they played the Sabres
Tuesday on the Frozen Frenzy. Yeah.
So
they have had a couple days off.
2 days off, both at home. Yeah, after.
Yeah. So give me the Blue Jackets, but I do like the over 6.5. Even better, minus 105. The Blues, their goaltending is among the worst in the league. Now that Binnington nor Hofer can get it together, they're letting goals in left, right, and center as well. Both teams, bad goaltending, potent offenses, even though Jimmy Snipes, as they call him, apparently has certainly gone soft since his elite start. But so 20 puck bucks on the over 6.5, and 20 puck bucks on the Jackets minus 130.
Yeah, I am on the Jackets right there with you as well for 26 puck bucks. Blues, just lost 6 in a row now, 2-2 on the road.
Do you think Thomas is back for this one? He's day-to-day too, right?
Let me see if anything says here. Day-to-day. Him and Neighbors. Well, Neighbors out long-term. He's day-to-day. Milan Lucic, who I always forget about, is still in the league, especially on the Blues, is also day-to-day. So, that's some key things there. I imagine if Thomas is out, this line goes up even more than it already has. So, Blue Jackets minus 130 for 26 bucks there. They're, staying competitive. We thought last year may have been a mirage, but 3 wins in a row now, 5 of their past 6. Good win against the Leafs on a back-to-back. I feel like they can, finish this quick homestand with a win before heading on the road there. So give me the home side here, and I would go with the over as well. I might have to take this over because Columbus scored 6, 4, and 5 in their last 3 games. St. Louis is very much an over team. St. Louis has allowed 4, 5, 6, 6, and 7 in their last 5 games there. Yeah, so
their goaltending, man, is absolutely dismal.
Give me that over as well. Minus 105 for 21 bucks to win 20 there. All right, down to 7 o'clock again. Got the Ottawa Senators plus 110 at the Montreal Canadiens minus 130. Under 6.5 minus 118. Over 6.5 minus 102. I've got some hockey night in Canada here. It could be Game 7 as well in Toronto, as well as hockey night in Canada. Montreal coming home from a 4-game road trip, but they've had 3 days off after that, so not quite a Malinsky. They are 3-1 at home this season. Ottawa been decent, better than expected without Brady Tkachuk. 4-1 in their last 5, but that one loss was on the road in Chicago. There,
they barely beat the Flames too.
Yeah. So that's been tough. I think when I'm going here, I think I'm going with the over. Over 6.5 at minus 102. Ottawa's been an over team 9 out of 12 games. Montreal 6-3-2 to the over, including 3 straight. So over 6.5 minus 102 for 20 bucks there. If I had to take a side, it'd probably be the Habs at home. There's the much more fun team to root for in the Sens. So I would take the Habs if anything, but I'm just going with the over 6.5 minus 102 for 20 bucks.
Mon ami, my Habs return home after getting a well-deserved rest after a very successful road trip where they deserved more than what they got, considering they blew that lead to the Oilers, and they almost blew the lead to the Kraken. And thankfully, Caulfield is a 3-on-3 god and salvaged both points. And I want to use this opportunity to quell and drown any thought of Jakub Dobes winning the Calder. He's been steamed like hell. I know he's like 7-0 in his starts and he has crazy numbers, but he's not Dustin Wolf. He's not going to come close to Demidov or Schaefer. He's not going to be there. And Montembeault has been absolutely brutal, but it's not going to. He was one of the best goalies in the league last year. He's not going to be this bad forever. He's going to get his starts, and Dobes will come back to earth. Hopefully later rather than sooner, because we have a lot riding on the Habs doing well. But in terms of his Calder chances, I would put that still at 40-50 to 1, not at 8 to 1, which is what I saw at last. Canadians here minus 130. Give me 20 bucks on them. Just these guys have vibes right now, and I'm going to keep riding them much like the Pens. And the over 6.5, I like that a lot as well. Give me 25 bucks on that minus 102. Sens, they're playing decent defensively, but their goaltending is about as bad as the Blues right now, and the Canadians will certainly take advantage of that. So we'll see some goals here, and hopefully the Canadians win.
Yeah, it is Montembeault after a week plus off for the Habs. Hopefully he's able to reset there for Montreal. Okay, down to 7 o'clock again here. Got the Vancouver Canucks plus 136 at the Minnesota Wild minus 162. Over 5.5 minus 130. Under 5.5 plus 110. Joel, explain your Wild bet here.
Yeah, explain the Canucks, man. How the hell are they winning these games? Like, they're getting crazily outshot. They have nobody healthy. They lost Brock Besser to Elias Pettersson. Elias Pettersson can't score a fucking goal, but he could take out his own teammate with his slap shot. To his credit, though, EP has been a lot better this year, if not 2022 Elias Pettersson. But anyway, Canucks they're winning these games by magic, and even with Lankin in that last game, he somehow turned the corner after being pretty bad in his first few starts. But it should be Demko in this one. He's been right up there with Ottinger as the best goalie in the West. But yeah, I can't take the Canucks here. And the Wild, I know, have been pretty bad themselves, but they've been rather unluckier. They've been on the other side of the luck spectrum. So even though it's a big line, I still got to go with the Wilds. Give me 30 bucks on the Wild money line at minus 162. And if I had to bet a total, it would certainly be the under, because the Canucks and the Kiefer Sherwood show can't be going forever. If you're relying on Kiefer Sherwood to score all your goals, you got problems offensively. So just the Wild money line.
Yeah, another game where it doesn't help anyone, but I got Canucks plus 155. I mean, I would take that if it goes up that high again. They're 4th worst expected goals for percentage. Montreal 11th worst. So, or not Montreal. Minnesota is 14th worst. So both in the bottom half, but Minnesota has to end this losing streak at some point. They deserve to win one of those overtime games against the Sharks or the Jets. Outshot them by 8 and then 14. And yeah, I don't know how the Canucks are winning games. 3 of their last 4 wins were in overtime. I guess that's how they did it there, overtime in the shootout. But I think the Wild here.
Yeah, they're doing fucking voodoo dolls. Braden Shen stick out of the puck into a corner.
Yeah, so like the Wild should win this one. I think at these prices, I would take the Wild minus 162. But gonna be a pass game from me because the Wild can't score, but they allow 6 goals a game. Like, so it's a complete toss up on the total. And but I would go with Minnesota, but no puck bucks on that. All right, we are brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is your home for pick'em entries where you can win up to 5,000 times your entry. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with code HGP. And of course, make sure you check out Rhythm. Rhythm is crushing it in college football, NFL, and the NBA is underway. Rhythm is also giving away weekly cash prizes just for tracking your bets in the app. Track 5 bets of the same type from any model you build, and you could win $1,000. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. Right down here at 7 p.m. again, got the Washington Capitals minus 112 at the Buffalo Sabres minus 108. Under 6.5 is at minus 125. Over 6.5 at plus 105 here. This is a weird game where the Capitals are playing right now, just about to start their at home against the Islanders. Then have to go up to Buffalo tomorrow night. Last year on No Days Rest, they were 7-6, so they were okay with Thompson and Lindgren splitting the starts there, but I don't know if I trust Lindgren very much this season. Last 2 games, he's allowed 7 and 4 there. And it's Thompson tonight, so it'll be Lindgren there tomorrow for the less important non-division game. Buffalo 3 straight 4-3 overtime losses. Getting back home now, 4-2-1 at home. So give me the Sabres here minus 108. I'd probably play it up to minus 120, minus 125. I'm assuming the line is going to move. Just fading the Capitals, fading Charlie Lindgren on the back-to-back. For the total, would probably go with the over against Lindgren, but just going with the Sabres here for 22 puck bucks at minus 108.
Game tonight is in Washington, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The back-to-back is obviously factored in already. Being a pick'em, Capitals are significantly a superior team to the Sabres. But even with the back-to-back and with their lesser goalie in net, I still got to go with the Caps going against you. Give me Capitals money line minus 112. This is something that you could probably find a better price on tomorrow. But like I said, most of it's already baked in. Because if it wasn't back-to-back, Capitals would be at least like minus 130. Give me Capitals. Get the job done in both games. I don't even know who they're playing tonight.
Islanders tonight, division game.
Oh, didn't even bet the over. So just 20 bucks on the Caps, just the better team. Sabres are, they've been more competitive lately, but they don't have the kind of firepower that the Capitals do, and certainly not the defense.
No. Right, down to 9 p.m. now. Got the New Jersey Devils minus 115 at the Los Angeles Kings minus 105. Over 5.5 at minus 130. Under 5.5 at plus 110 here. Joel, what do you got here?
Well, somehow the Kings keep getting away with it. Coming back from 2 goals down to the Red Wings to a salvage of points against Detroit. They haven't been the better team in most of their games so far, and they're getting outshot, which is not something you could say about the Kings for the past few years, where they've typically dominated the underlying stuff, shot attempts, Corsi for and all that stuff. The Devils are coming off 2 losses in a row. One being embarrassed in Denver, and then another being embarrassed in San Jose, losing to the worst team in the West. They are a significantly better team than the Kings, and I do expect them to get things rolling on this road trip. So you're getting a discount here at minus 115. Give me 20 bucks on the better team. on the money line, and the total it's once again, give me the over in a Devils game. Kings cannot stop the puck. Kemper's been okay, but their defense is totally falling off a cliff. That's what happens when you have fucking a bunch of 40-year-olds in there, like Edmondson, CC, and Dumoulin. Thanks, Ken Holland, for that. I think we'll see some goals in this one as well. Or 5.5 minus 130. 25 puck bucks in that as well. We got some puck bucks riding in this one.
I like the Devils here, minus 115. Just a better team. I expected them to have a better expected goal share so far. They're 12th worst. Kings are 11th worst. So both they're around 47, 48%. But Kings 0-2 at home, have not won at is it Crypto.com Arena, still there in Los Angeles. Devils here.
Ask LeBron.
Devils, two embarrassing losses on the road. I think they do get back at it with the win. I think this is underpriced at minus 115 and taking the over as well. Over 5.5 minus 130 for 26 puck bucks. Both of these teams have been over teams so far this season. Not really trusting Jake Allen, just allowed 5 to the Sharks. Maybe they go back to Markstrom, who allowed 8 to the Avs. So either way, I think unless the Kings get an early lead and start playing the trap, that's our only way. Or both of our bets probably lose, but I don't think that happens. So Devils and the over here in LA.
I would expect it'll be Markstrom in that for this one. They have to get him going. They can't rely on Jake Allen to start 50 games.
No, I would hope so, but who knows there. All right, down to 10 o'clock here. Got the Chicago Blackhawks plus 250 at the Edmonton Oilers minus 310. Oilers puck line minus 120. Blackhawks puck line plus 100. Under 6.5 at minus 130. Over 6.5 at plus 110. Oilers are huge favorites here, and you got to take the Blackhawks. Got to take the Blackhawks at plus 250. Lost 2 of their past 3, but they've been better than expected this season. I mean, I don't know if I'm as high on them as Archer is with their PDO and saying they can ride that to the thing there. But give me the Blackhawks here plus 250. I'll throw 10 puck bucks on that. Go ahead, Joel.
Yeah, it's like my guy Thomas Trantz brought up. You could talk about their PDO and how their shooting percentage is so high. But if you give Connor Bedard all these perimeter shots, wide open areas all the time, then he's going to bury it. He brought up the analogy of you just keep giving Steph Curry wide open looks at 3, he's going to bury a lot of them, and that's going to boost your PDO, so to speak. As long as the opposition continue giving Bedard all the space that he wants, he's going to keep punishing them. That won't last forever, but I think it can against the Oilers with their very leaky defense. And the Blackhawks, like we've mentioned, have been pretty spicy early on. So another team like the Penguins, like the Canadiens, we're going to keep riding their hot hand. So plus 250 is just a bit too disrespectful and a bit too respectful of the Oilers, who are basically the Leafs of the West in terms of how they start and how they perform in November and December, where they really take off. But for now, you can't back the Oil for this big of a price. So we'll go with the Hawks plus 250, 10 puck bucks on that. And the over 6.5 at plus money. The way the Oilers are playing right now, their goaltending has been not the entire issue, but it's not been great. And Bouchard continues giving the puck to the opposition as well as his own team. Like, he's making brilliant passes for both teams. He's like Erik Karlsson of the West right now. Let's go with 20 puck bucks on the over 6.5 plus 110 as well.
Yeah, that over is probably a good look. Spencer Knight has turned back into a pumpkin here for Halloween.
I brought up the analogy of for the PDO.
Yeah,
they keep giving Connor Bedard space to shoot his shot. Thomas Drance made the analogy of you keep giving Steph Curry wide open looks at 3, he's going to bury him. So that's just going to boost your PDO. So some of those metrics are a a misleading. You got to look a little deeper into them.
Yeah, once teams are like, okay, Connor Bedard is actually good, and the Blackhawks have no one else. Let's just shut him down. All right, down to the last game on the docket. Got the New York Rangers minus 135 at the Seattle Kraken plus 114. This is at 10 p.m. Over 5.5 minus 112. Under 5.5 at minus 108 here. Joel, close it out.
Yeah, speaking of misleading metrics, the Rangers, everybody will tell you, oh, they're playing a lot better than their results will suggest, considering they're the top 10, top 5 in a lot of these nerd stats, and they just can't put the puck in the net and all that. I fell for that a little bit, but I've been watching the Rangers pretty closely lately, and they're not a great team. I know they beat the Canucks pretty comfortably, but that was largely on the back of Jonathan Quick reverting to 2012. Jonathan Quick, who always beat the Canucks. Certainly most memorably in that playoff series. But anyway, Shesterkin's been awesome. He's the only reason why they got a point, let alone 2, in that win against the Oilers. He was brilliant in that save against Draisaitl, I want to say, in the third period. Wide open look, and Igor just shut him down. The Kraken, on the other hand, they've been pretty feisty themselves, and they lost to the Canadiens, but that was it was a halfy Malinsky in that spot. That wasn't great coming back from the East to face a red hot Habs team. So yeah, we're gonna be cracking. We're gonna be shooting some crack on a late Saturday night. Because the Rangers just, I can't say fool's gold because they haven't been winning at home, but they've 5-1 on the road. I think that's fool's gold. So that comes back to earth a little bit, and the Kraken get a win. So not super confident in it. If I had to take a total, it would be the under, but just 15 puck bucks on the Kraken money line at plus 114 for me.
Yeah, I'm not going to take anything in this game. I have not watched much Rangers hockey outside of, spurts here and there, so I can't speak to how they look. But, looking at all the metrics, like even adjusted for the score and venue, like top 4 expected goals 4%, Corsi 4, so shot attempts, they're still getting enough, ninth best, 52%. So it has to come around, but as you said as well, 5-1-1 on the road. They're not going to keep that up all season. Seattle has been good at home, 3-0-1. The loss to Montreal was their second game back at home. The first one was that win against Edmonton. Either way here, I think the Kraken would be the play if I had to take one, but I'm going to just pass this one and see if
you know what, give me 50 bucks on the under as well. I thought about it a little more, and the Rangers can't score, but they have elite defense. Same kind of thing with the Kraken. Oh, look at that.
We just moved from -108 to -112.
Minus 112 then. Fuck it.
How many puck bucks?
Well, now that it's minus 112, we got to go 20.
All right. That's the 13-game slate there on Saturday, November 1st. Jesus Christ. Another big card for you, Joel, here as we shift over to the puck bucks here on the screen around the 47-minute mark of the YouTube video.
You got to strike when the iron's hot, right?
You have to. It's been working for you, so might as well keep it going here. I'll go through mine first. All of these are 20 puck bucks or to win 20 puck bucks. Pittsburgh plus 154, Nashville minus 135, Avs Sharks over 6.5 minus 108. Dallas, Florida, under 5.5, plus 110. Flyers, plus 110. Leafs, Flyers, over 6.5, plus 102. Columbus, minus 130. St. Louis, Columbus, over 6.5, minus 105. Ottawa, Montreal, over 6.5, minus 102. Buffalo, minus 108. Devils, minus 115. Devils, Kings, over 5.5, minus 130. And then Chicago, plus 250 for 10.
Yeah, it's I need a Joel AI bot to read all these out, but I'll try my best. Give me the Bruins plus 160, Bruins Canes over 6.5 minus 108, Penguins plus 154, Flames Preds under 5.5 plus 110, Avs Sharks over 6.5 minus 108, Sharks money line plus 180. Starting to sound like an auctioneer. Stars Panthers under 5.5 plus 110, Jackets money line minus 130. Blues, Blue Jackets over 6.5 minus 105. Canadians minus 130. Sens, Canadians over 6.5 minus 102. Wild minus 162. Capitals minus 112. Devils minus 115. Devils, Kings over 5.5 minus 130. Blackhawks plus 250. Blackhawks, Oilers over 6.5 plus 110. Kraken plus 114. And the Rangers crack under 5.5 minus 112.
Yeah, I'd say a lot of bets there, but I guess we have to read them here at the end for the people that just skip to the end. But yeah, if you need them back, listen back or go to the YouTube video there. Subscribe, like the video, comment while you are there. Leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts as well, and Spotify. Rate us there on Spotify. Follow on Twitter at HockeySGPN. Joel, got anything for the weekend before we close it out?
I don't think that LSU are playing, but sayonara, Brian Kelly. I didn't mention that earlier on, but he hit the road finally. I was a big Brian Kelly stan for the first few years, but I've slowly lost faith, and just getting embarrassed like that to the Aggies, ATM of all teams, was his last straw, and I'm great timing to fire him. Looking forward to next season. It's another dismal waste, but I don't know. We got some good football games on Sunday. Let's go Seahawks against the Commanders. Got a bet there. Broncos, bet them as well. Ohio State, Penn State was supposed to be an excellent game, but turns out Penn State are absolute shit, as you know, and they're plus 19 underdogs to the Buckeyes. Thankfully it's buried in the early morning slate, so we won't have to endure that for long. And I'll be at the fucking doctor anyway. But that's my weekend.
What's going on in this CFL? We're in the playoffs now, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, we got the wild card round. We got the Bombers going to Montreal. They're 6-point underdogs last time I looked, and the Lions, my Lions, are 5-point favorites against the Stamps, who have totally fallen off a cliff after dominating the CFL defensively in the first half of the season. So Nathan Rourke, he should win the MOP if he hasn't already. I didn't bet in that market at all this year. Well, very small bets early on, but yeah, Nathan Rourke is the real deal. Local kid playing for the BC Lions. Love it. But yeah, we're waiting for next week when the Riders play. Our Riders.
All right. Any champion bets worth making right now? I'm seeing Rough Riders 2-1, Hamilton 3-1, anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been betting the Riders like every week, like plus 250. So 2-1 isn't the worst, because that's the thing though. The Lions have been so good. I could see them coming into Regina and just demolishing that pussy, because they've been the best team in the league for the last few weeks. Maybe it's a little too short now. If anything, actually, I would take the Lions. I would take the Lions at 5-1, 6-1, wherever they're at now.
4-1 here on DraftKings, but I'm sure there's better odds out there.
Yeah, if you can find 5-1 or better, I think Lions would be the bet at this point.
Is it just this week is a bye, and then like the whatever conference championship, and then
there's only 9. There's only 9 teams, and like half the league makes the playoffs. So you just get the wild card round, divisional round, and then Grey Cup.
All right, that sounds good. Where's the Grey Cup this year? I can't imagine you're going again.
No, fuck that. I think Winnipeg. I could be wrong. I'm not sure exactly.
So I'm seeing we're trying to get these odds up here. BC Lions up plus 650 at where's that going to be? It's going to be a bet 365, 6-1 everywhere else. So yeah, 6-1 there. I might have to ride that.
That's a good one. Yeah, BC Lions, Riders, one of those teams, please.
Yeah. All right, that is going to do it for us here. Should be back on Monday for our normally scheduled programming next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, possibly an extra show Tuesday or Thursday. But yeah, subscribe, all that good stuff there. Yeah, I'm Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at RGilbertSOP.
And I'm Joel Meyer. You'll find me making voodoo dolls of Vladimir Guerrero Jr., George Springer, and the rest of the Blue Jays. Happy Halloween.
See ya.